Arakune wishes he was this still.
Dude, you just gave me the worst idea ever.
What?
Pop open Mugen, you make bullshit fighter. It's Nico Arc.
It's Faust.
It's Arakune. Hang on, I just noticed that Nico Arc has infinite air dash. Shut up, stop summoning.
Oh shit, sorry. It's not infinite. It's just very long.
It's full screen. Oh. Full screen air dash. Fuck you. Okay, bullshit fighter. Arakune.
Yes, it's Arakune.
Bullshit fighter. Arakune. Faust. Nico Arc. Let's see, who are some other random bullshitters? On some... Birdie, but only Street Fighter 5. Wow, that's a big hitbox.
Yeah. Oh.
This is the fucking mating ritual of the Nico
What?
Arcs. What the actual fuck? Oh, Nico Arc has an oversized hitbox because so that like she doesn't so that most moves don't
She's not on job, yeah.
She's not an odd job. She's not a Yoda. She's they actually made her less frustrating. Oh boy. Okay, bullshit fighter. Arakune, Faust, Nico Arc. Is there a bigger bullshitter in Street Fighter than Birdie?
Good question.
I kind of feel like Hisui gets in too.
Yeah.
Really, the mage as a duo get in, both of them.
Yes.
And there's another random bullshit character in Guilty Gear besides Faust. So I'm having a brain fart and forgetting.
Zappa.
Zappa, yeah, Zappa's random bullshit go. Like if we're designing the ultimate chaos fighter of just what the fuck characters. Who else from Blaze Blue is just a complete what the fuck? I've never played Platinum the Trinity, but is she a what the fuck?
No. 9 could be a what the fuck, but she's a bit too controlled for that, in my opinion. She's too
serious.
Yeah, if we're going with just like looks, if that's enough, then Kokonoe.
Well, I feel like it's gotta be both the looks and the gameplay have to be just what the fuck.
Yeah, because like Kokonoe's animations make it look like she's doing random bullshit go, but she's not.
Yeah. Teddy from Persona.
Yes.
Under Night didn't have a random bullshit go character, did it?
I don't think so.
Under Night had a surprisingly serious cast, come to think of it. Okay, there's gotta be a random bullshit go character from Sam's show, but I can't remember who. You would remember.
I feel like they added one in like 6, which means I wouldn't know them that well. Oh wait, maybe the Kabuki guy? No, not the Kabuki guy. Not really, because the closest I can think of is like Tam Tam, I think his name is.
Yeah, Tam Tam or his sister.
Look at this shit.
Oh, I just now looked at the chat. I've been looking away thinking. Oh, I see. You can scroll the chat.
Yeah.
Ha! That explains it. You know, for Mortal Kombat, Collector really should have been that, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
My god, like, I wound up enjoying Collector by the end of MK11's life cycle, but man, if they ever bring him back for MK13, he needs to just be just the most bizarro out there character that Mortal Kombat's got. Because he's already pretty close to it visually and character-wise. But gameplay-wise, he has a couple fun weirdo moves, but yeah, you know?
Yeah. You know, this please pass to be just like, I'm hearing it like fucking Jeb Bush. Please pass.
Please pass. Who's the random bullshit Go characters of Marvel? Because there's several there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Frank.
Yes, Frank. There was someone in 2. Who was it?
Jill's got the gameplay style down of it, but she's not very goofy in terms of actual aesthetic.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Mega Man. It wasn't Mega Man, I know this, but
Amingo.
Yes.
And Servbot. Oh no! Nico Arc versus Servbot. Now that's the forbidden matchup.
And both of them have the odd job what you call it, hitboxes.
So all their shit misses?
Yes.
Phoenix Wright, that's another random bullshit Go character.
Yeah.
Did Marvel never have a goofy character like that? Deadpool was too consistent in terms of actual gameplay.
Yeah.
He often looked random and sounded random because there's no fighting game there's no matchup in Marvel vs. Capcom that's more painful to listen to than a match with Deadpool.
Yeah, I still have to go through and play through all the Uncharted games and then just fucking like cut out Nate's voice lines. Like I need to play through it twice. Once with the normal audio, once with just the voices, so I can cut out Nathan Drake's lines and put in Deadpool's instead. Like just a full playthrough, and then you know in a cutscene he throws a grenade and just says pineapple surprise.
Yeah. Shit. Well, every melee hit, Katana Rama.
Yeah. It cuts off for the combos.
Sometimes he just for no reason says taunt button.
Like he falls down. You press the wrong button.
Every big melee hit at the end of a melee chain. Sure, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Northland North had a weird delivery of it. Sure, you can. There needs to be a Marvel 4 with Deadpool back and just tone the voice lines down a little bit.
Do the opposite. Make it so whenever he just takes a step, he speaks.
The lower the either Deadpool or the other player's health is, the more bass boosted it gets.
Yeah. No. The lower Deadpool's health, the closer Nolan North is to the microphone.
Yeah.
He starts out at a normal level, but he ends with ASMR.
I'm gonna make a weird pull for the random bullshit Go fighter. Did you ever see it with Mugen? There was those really high quality Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin, and Bender characters.
Yes.
They get in there. Devil Homer, I'm not sure. Devil Homer was awesome, but Devil Homer is also explicitly just Shinakuma. Did somebody ever make Hank Hill for Mugen?
Maybe.
I'm gonna kick your ass! Stop running or I'm gonna kick it harder! I almost feel like Hank would have to have a similar stuff to Phoenix where he doesn't do it intentionally. Like, he just has summoned characters of Dale and Khan and Bobby doing weird shit around Hank, right?
Yeah.
Damn it, Dale, you've gone too far this time.
His super is running you over in his pimpmobile with the hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only is that he's super, when you trigger the super, you go into a cutscene that is just Injustice Batman's running you over with the Batmobile super, but there's a PNG overlay on the Batmobile that is the Batmobile. And instead of Batman's head, it's Hank's.
Okay, I just thought of the actual random bullshit Go character of Mortal Kombat, and I'm excited to see if they have the balls for it with one. Chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an example of exactly the same model we were talking about with Faust and Nico arc of like, I'm pressing buttons, I don't know what they're doing and neither do you. Let's see who's better at improving.
Yeah.
Oh, he's kind of an odd one, but you could also kind of throw in Omen from KI.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Omen's a weird one because, like, on one hand, Omen's very dead serious in terms of how he is, and on the other hand, I struggle to think of a character who is more just bullshit chaotic in terms of one move can do 80 different things than Omen.
Yeah.
Like, that is one character you do not know what the fuck you're doing with Omen. You are just throwing questions at the opponent.
Now you have two ideas. You have lightning kicks. You have fireball. Now what fireball means? That is fluid.
You have 30 fireballs and they're all on the same input.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like fireball's meaning is fluid, but you always have lightning legs. So.
Does he not also have a slide and a dive kick?
I don't remember.
Memory serves, he's also got a really good air dash, but I can't remember for certain. Other than that, he actually has Jago's normals.
Oh shit! Red armor.
Red armor. How am I? My brain isn't working. Red armor. Does red armor have any RNG elements?
Yes. Well, wait a second. Maybe I forget. Because it definitely has the screen pollution. I don't remember if
oh yeah. Well, Firebrand is the screen pollution. Get him off my fucking screen.
No, yes, you're right, but I'm saying Red Armor specifically because Red Armor has summons. Why?
I don't remember that, but then again, I made sure not to play Firebrand if I could fucking help it.
If a Firebrand doesn't have summons, because Capcom looked at that and went, okay, yeah, that's too much. When SVC Chaos has Firebrand has all, like, most of this Capcom bullshit, as well as summons.
I see. Okay. I forgot Firebrand was in SVC Chaos. Right. Well, if we're just talking screen pollution, that's a whole different thing, because then you're starting to get into, like, well, of course, now we have to get Dormammu in.
Yeah.
Can we throw in Dr. Doom? Well, can we throw in half the fucking Marvel cast?
We have Dr. Doom is the only, like, duo character. He's like the mate. But his tech partner is Storm.
Oh god. Well, luckily Storm's not that heavy of a screen pollution character herself, so it balances out. Oh dear god. If you have Sentinel Fighter 3000, if you have, Zoner Fighter 3000, fucking Freudian slip there, and Sentinel's there. Sentinel, though, is one of those characters. If you made a Mugen for featuring all the big Zoner characters, Sentinel's probably one of the characters that would actually wind up having being in the most close range.
I thought you were gonna say if you were to make a Mugen for Sentinel, like it's just him.
Yeah. Sentinel versus Sentinel 3, a fate of two Sentinels.
Sentinel versus Sentinel Infinite. It wasn't meant to be.
You know what? This is an FGA topic. If you make a Mugen featuring all of the iconic archetypes, focusing on just one iconic archetype of fighting games, like, here's a Mugen where they're all Shotos, here's a Mugen where they're all Zoners, here's a Mugen where they're all Rushdown, here's a Mugen where they're all Grapplers. That's an FGA topic right there. Which I'm not saying we should stop talking about, because I think we'll forget it by the time we even get to the next FGA.
I mean, if nothing else, if nothing else, I can just cut this video and then just put it up like, you know, mini FGA with Neko work in the background.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you have a Mugen of all the zoners, who is the most terrifying zoner? Because you could, it's so different, the pacing. You can have JP in Street Fighter 6, and JP is terrifying in Street Fighter. You put JP in Guilty Gear or Marvel, he's a joke.
Yeah. I mean, you put JP in Guilty Gear, he's normal.
Yeah.
But yeah. Who has been the worst zoner 15?
In terms of capability to just lock you down,
I feel like Lizzie would be up there. Because she's very into snowballing. Elizabeth. Persona 4 Arena.
Nope, don't recall it. I mean, I know the character, but I don't recall her gameplay at all.
She's... do you remember... Have you seen Deathman?
Only vaguely. I know he's doing weird RNG shit himself.
Well, shit. Okay, well, the reason I bring him up because they gave most, if not all, of Elizabeth's normals to her, or to him, better.
I see.
But yeah, Elizabeth was zoning character. She could be played rushdown, but it was, you know, it wasn't really rushdown. It was I'm gonna get in your face, I'm gonna punch you a couple of times, and then I'm gonna shove you to the other end of the screen, and then just do beams. Fuck you. Yeah. So yeah.
I don't have a great memory for that, but that does make sense. I do remember that Elizabeth, from my limited amount of time I put into P4A, I do remember that, yes, Elizabeth was a pretty nasty beam zone.
Yeah, Elizabeth was my main, so that's why I have such vivid memories. But yeah,
it starts to come into a question of like, okay, which zoners are the hardest to get in on versus which zoners are the most capable of just locking you down on the other side of the screen versus which zoners can get the most hits most damage out of a straight hit, right?
Yeah, because like if we're just talking about,
I feel like,
yeah, go ahead.
Sentinel and Cable are kind of opposites in that way. Sentinel's an intimidating zoner because if Sentinel gets you locked into the loop, he can just lock you down on the other side of the screen and fuck you, you're not moving. But Sentinel's not too hard to get in on if you're not locked into the loop. Cable's the other way around. Cable's not really got that brutal of a loop in Marvel 2. He's not that brutal about locking you down on the other side of the screen. The trouble is that Cable's just a pain in the fucking ass to get in on because of the grenade and the Shoryuken.
Yeah. Like, you know, if you're talking about just locking you down the other end of the screen, I feel like the two that immediately comes to my mind is like two very hard to get in on zoners, or Lizzie and I'm forgetting her name. Shit, Soul's daughter, Dizzy. Lizzie and Dizzy.
Dizzy, yeah. Dizzy can be pretty intimidating when she's played right. Luckily for you, I'm not a very great Dizzy player, despite my best attempts. But you know who's I remember being more terrifying than Dizzy, and I don't play her very much for a reason, because I know she could ruin the game for everybody. Fucking Justice.
Ah, yeah.
When I play Justice and I get the little slow-traveling bombs down, it's disgusting, and no one can really do anything.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that if I played Justice more, you guys would get more used to the Justice matchup and figure out how to deal with her. But I don't want to play more Justice because I think it's more likely that people just start going like, oh, maybe I don't like Guilty Gear that much. With that said, hilarious character to bully the AI with. Worst of the Netherrealm zoners was probably... Wow, Deathstroke was
Oh shit, yeah, probably one of the Injustice ones. But just Mortal Kombat, thinking of Mortal Kombat, Cetrion.
Cetrion, yeah. Cetrion was, like, I feel like there's then a contrast there of, like, the most boring zoners in the world are the gun zoners, right? Which, luckily, Mortal Kombat has mostly avoided. That's mostly been an Injustice problem. Cetrion, I'll say, she's a scary zoner when she's good in Mortal Kombat 11. But at the very least, she's throwing 5 different kinds of projectile at you rather than just gun!
Although it would be funny if this like Earth team.
The nature goddess pulled out a gun.
Yeah. Just like I have 6 projectiles: Earth, Wind, Fire. Fucking what am I forgetting?
And a 38 revolver.
Yeah. Yeah, Earth, Wind, Water, Fire, Glock.
Yeah.
The 5 basic elements.
This is a real basic one, but if we were to go like back to fucking ancient days just with Mortal Kombat, you go back to MK2, like Liu Kang could be a problem.
Yeah. But then, like, at the same time, I feel like if we're doing a Mugen for every archetype, it would be funny to just have Ryu in all of them.
Yeah. Ryu couldn't fit into the grappler archetype.
No, sadly, no.
Did Street Fighter ever have a Shoto with a command grab?
No, Street Fighter is, I believe, the only. Well, Sean.
Sean, it's not a real command grab, is it?
Oh.
The ground and pound?
I don't know.
Because in terms of outside of SF, I can think of in fighting EX Layer, D. Snyder has a command grab, so he's a Shoto with a command grab.
But he's not canon.
Yeah. Well, if we're talking a Mugen for everything, then there you go. There's your Zoner there's your Shoto with a command grab, D.
Yeah. But then also, like, yeah,
which makes him feel very different from every other Shoto.
Now as we bring this up, though, like, I guess the question then is where do we draw the line with stuff like that? Because, like, for example, immediately my thing is like, the grappler archetype. Do we count a command grab when it's a true grab, or do we count a command grab when it's not just the default input for grab in the game?
I would have to say it's a true grab, which would disqualify Jax in Mortal Kombat, because Jax usually his go-to grab is quad grab, which is a regular grab and not a command grab.
Because yeah, if we allow like regular grabs, they don't have to be command grabs. They just have to be actual motion or otherwise input grabs. Then you have fucking like, Rugal, you have Kazuki Kazama.
Yeah, fake grabs. I'd have to say, like, KOF especially is real bad about fake grabs. You'd have to get half the fucking cast in there.
Yeah.
The other trouble is, like, okay, do we just start to clarify of, like, okay, it has to be a major element of their gameplay? Because if you don't clarify that, literally every character in Darkstalkers has a command grab. Now, most of the cast does not revolve around their command grab, but literally everyone on the cast has a command grab. Like, really, the grapplers in the Darkstalkers roster are just going to be Sasquatch and Victor, but Grappler Morgan is a hypothetical possibility in those games.
Yeah. And then even with the other...
She still has a command grab in Marvel, doesn't she?
I don't know.
I think she does, so actually, even by... like, because the other Darkstalker, like Felicia and Anna Karis, I think lost their command grabs in Marvel, but they let Morgan keep hers. So I guess Morgan kind of is a grappler.
Weird. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, with the other archetypes even, like there would be need of some guidelines like that, because like Shotos. Do we count Shotos as fitting into the thing of having a projectile, or rising uppercut and a movement special, like forward moving special? I guess that's a better way to put it. Do we count those? Or do we just count anyone who's a protagonist? Because, if we just count the former, then Kyokusanagi is not a Shoto.
Yeah, main protag fighter would be a different question. If it was Yeah, because, Kyokusanagi's not a Shoto. Liu Kang, you can argue about whether or not he's a Shoto.
Yeah. He does.
Scorpion isn't a Shoto.
Yeah, Liu Kang doesn't have a Shoryuken. Scorpion does now, but whenever he has the flip kick,
the flash kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Sub-Zero technically had a Shoryu in Mortal Kombat 11, it just sucked ass. It was useless.
Yeah. Yeah, if I were going to try to think of like characters in MK that I would consider Shotos, oh, this is fucked up. It just occurred to me. One of the characters in MK that's closest to being a Shoto,
Johnny,
is Kano.
Oh, because up
knife throw for his fireball, Kano ball for his Tatsu, and up Kano ball for his Shoryu.
Yeah. Kano is my favorite protagonist.
Yeah. If Sonya had a Tatsu equivalent, she would be a Shoto, but instead she has a fake grab.
Oh, now that you say that, oh wait, I was gonna say classic Kano wouldn't qualify because they didn't have up ball, but Mortal Kombat 3 or UMK3 Kano did.
Yeah. Yeah, all MK1 characters are disqualified from any races of any kind.
They don't exist.
They're like the Street Fighter 1 characters. Do we want to start looking for where Street Fighter 1 Birdie fits? No, we don't.
I'm trying to think of like other funny archetypes. Because then there's also the weird ones, like, you know, what's the Johnny archetype that Arxis really likes? What's that's called? Because it's like
oh yeah, am I gonna go for the low, the mid, or the high? That one can lead to some weird ones, because it's like, okay, well, we've got Yuzuriha from Under Night and we've got Johnny from Guilty Gear. Okay, sure.
We have Yamazaki.
Yamazaki from KOF, sure. Aaron Black from Mortal Kombat 10 X.
Oh yeah, and now that you bring Aaron Black up too, yeah. You know, do we make a difference if it's a projectile or if it's a normal? Because Aaron Black, I don't remember him having it as like a normal, well, you know, a striking special.
Right, in MK11, Aaron Black has that weird shit where his normals technically are full screen, or just have rather than full screen, but just a ranged hitbox that has vertical boundaries but does not have horizontal boundaries.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say that Aaron Black's normals have orangutan length.
By the way, MK1, they have very much continued the little bit of a trend there starting in 11 of several characters have normals that are just special moves, and it's what? Like Natara, if you input 4 circle X circle, she just straight up does like what should be a special move, a drill kick forwards. Like she does cannon spike, but not low. But I mean, cannon spike hits mid in Street Fighter anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It just won't low profile.
Yeah.
And Tanya, back X circle circle. She will do a little, like, almost, it kind of reminds me of, well, she hits the ground and starts pretty well, I don't want to say breakdancing, but kind of breakdancing, spinning around with low kicks. She does Eddie Gordo shit.
Yeah.
And it covers so much screen space. It's weird to see.
Although it is funny to imagine doing the pop and locks, the freezes.
Yeah. Yeah, specifically now that they've made her black, they start throwing this in, and it's like, what? Huh?
They make her wear more yellow.
They did change one of the characters that wears yellow to be black. Oh.
I didn't think of that.
I love that Tanya, every time she pops up, she changes her fucking ethnicity.
I mean, she can change now because now she's wearing yellow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But she's always been an ethnicity that has darker skin, though.
True.
Man, did you see that leaker guy said that now he's thinking that Cyrax is going to be a chick in this timeline?
No.
Which raises questions of like, okay, but so Lou tried to make every change he could for the better. Lou, how does it improve things that you made Cyrax a woman?
I thought they'd enjoy this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, Lou, they asked Lou this, he's just floating there smiling. Like, you know, he's doing this like awkward like advertisement smile.
Yeah, Kung Lao goes up, like, Kung Lao and Raiden go up to Lou, and they're like, Master Lou, Gira says that Cyrax was a man in the last timeline. Well, why is Cyrax now a woman? It cuts to Lou doing the shitty, like, the Ryu in Fortnite smile, right?
Yes. Exactly.
And then it cuts back to Kung Lao and Raiden, they now have boobs. I saw the other day, I saw a little conversation. I don't know why, it was a Twitter thread that got popular for a minute. Which Mortal Kombat characters are the most homophobic? And I forgot that at MKX, Lou is homophobic towards Kung Jin.
He was?
It was one of his match intro dialogues. He said, like, he doesn't go explicitly like, I hate gay people. But Lou does like, say, like, something along the lines of, like, the monks had a reason to kick you out or something. When Raiden was saying to Kung Jin, it wasn't fair that the monks kicked you out for being gay.
No, Lou's thinking about how Kung Jin is a shit. Fine.
Yeah! I love that other than that, the uniform answers were the most homophobic characters in Mortal Kombat are definitely Shao Kahn and Reiko.
Like father, like son.
Yeah.
Although it would be funny, it would be funny if they released a list like that, and you're just like Shao Kahn, Reiko, you know, makes sense. Jax?
Yeah. No, I saw loads of people just answering with weird ones I could not figure out. One of them, I was just looking through the thread because it amused me, these weird names they were throwing out. One person said, oh, Geras is definitely homophobic. Geras? The sand golem? Why? Oh, everybody says Bihan would be homophobic. Because Bihan is just an asshole.
Yeah, like, even if Bihan isn't by default homophobic, he'd see Kung Jin and turn homophobic that instant, just to fuck with Kung Jin.
Oh, what I saw was in MK11, one of the matchup dialogues. If you have Noob Saibot versus Frost in MK11, Noob says that if he had lived and become Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei, he would have never allowed women in. Bihan is canonically misogynist.
Oh, fuck.
That is fucking great. He's just a shit.
Everybody forgot. I love Bihan, he sucks.
Everybody forgot that Bihan was the shits. Because everybody got used to Kuai Liang, and Kuai Liang's a cool dude, mind the pun. But no, like, MK1 story mode, in case you forgot, MK1 story mode reminds everyone, no, Bihan's a shit! Like, by all means, I understand why Lou made sure that Bihan never created Scorpion and thus never died. However, Lou should have figured out some other way to go ahead and just remove Bihan from the equation. Send him to the mines too, fuck it. Oh no, it needs to be an Earthrealm. Okay, what position does Lou throw at Bihan in our world?
Well, I figured he just I figured Lou would just do the Scorpion outro from MK4 to Bihan. Where
Sub-Zero's alive and in the Netherrealm and just going no.
Yeah.
And Lou just stands there idle posing.
Yes. No. We need to step our game up. Lou starts going out of focus, but you see him strike a T pose in the background.
Yeah. Alternatively, Lou is like, Bihan, there is no good in your heart. I must deal with you to keep this timeline safe. I hereby condemn you to the life of a Amazon wage slave.
I've invented Jeff Bezos for this exact purpose.
Kronika appears to be Han, working at a fucking Amazon assembly line, sweating his guts out.
No, Bihan starts going to work. Kronika is in McDonald's. She still has the glowy bits and all that shit, but she's also wearing the McDonald's outfit on top of that. Her sleeves all rolled up.
Your time. This was not meant to be your fate, Bihan. In past timelines, you were a great legend amongst the Lin Kuei. Would you like a sauce with that?
Oh, fuck. I don't know why, but the asshole's just doing very menial jobs. It's very funny.
It's one thing that it's already Shang Tsung effectively in drag as Kronika, but then Kronika is also wearing a disguise.
Yeah.
I'm a dude playing another dude.
But I'm also imagining, like, you know,
I
yeah.
Lou talks to Geras, and Geras is like, Lou, there's something strange with the timeline. You know, I found this strange figure, and he brings up a sand sculpture imitation of Kronika dressed as Guy Incognito. Who could it be, Lou?
I don't know why, but I got a vision of Shao Kahn as a trash man.
The next timeline, Lou makes sure he sends all of the bad guys to the most humiliating jobs possible.
Yeah, but like I'm imagining Reiko and Shao. They're just driving the garbage truck.
Yeah.
Well, Shao
has to get out of the truck to go and get the can, so he takes his hat off and leaves it on the dashboard of the truck. And while he's out, Reiko just slyly reaches over, grabs the hat, and puts it on.
Well, that's the thing, though. Shao is wearing his helmet. On top of the helmet, he's wearing like a green baseball cap.
In Outworld, even the garbage is delivered by some crazy fucking armored badass.
Yeah.
The garbage truck is just a wagon pulled by Motaro.
Yeah.
Lou even got him. Like, by all means, the Baraka reptile marine experiments work.
Motaro is wearing
not taking any more. A horse mask.
Yeah.
Like, as if it wasn't humiliating enough for him to have to pull the cart.
I mean, it's better than Kintaro's fate, being in a petting zoo.
It cuts to the royal palace. Melina's room is being dusted and vacuumed by Goro, who has a tool and a cleaning implement in each arm.
Goro is in a maid outfit.
Yeah.
Like he even has that feathered like cap thing that the maid would sometimes have, but he still has no hair, so it's not holding up anything. He just has it.
Okay, this is the fate worse than deathality for Lou. There is an RNG. They animate 15 different humiliating jobs, and Lou takes the opponent to one of those jobs.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Which could get pretty fucking absurd for several characters. Havoc is still the weird burnt meat monster. Oh boy.
Havoc is still the burnt meat monster, but he's working in retail.
Yeah. He constantly tries to kill himself to free himself from the pain, but he's Havoc, so it doesn't work.
Yeah.
He gets some Karen coming in.
It's
like,
Sindel.
I want a return for this. Ma'am, we don't have a return policy for this. Can I speak to your manager? Havoc just reaches on, grabs onto his own head, snaps his own neck, and it turns back, and Havoc says, no, ma'am, you cannot see the manager.
I like to imagine that the Karen is Sindel.
Sindel, yeah. That's one Karen to be terrified of.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other like evil characters there are that Luke hasn't tried to redeem, and isn't Kano, because Kano is too busy being God.
Lou makes a point in the story mode of saying he neutralized Shinnok, and it's left ambiguous what exactly he did to Shinnok. I mean, he just put Onaga's ass to sleep. He didn't even fucking give Onaga anything to do. He just went, sleep, motherfucker.
I mean, you would assume that since he's remaking the timeline completely, he could just like skip Onaga.
Well, he made sure in the original timeline it was Shao that originally beat Onaga and bound him and kind of stole Onaga's power. But in this timeline, it was Shao's distant ancestor did it, and they didn't steal Onaga's power in the process. They just put Onaga to sleep.
I see.
By the way, I saw in passing. I didn't listen to all the intro quotes, but apparently one of the intro quotes does have Shao actually say, "Oh hey, yeah, Reiko did succeed in catching Onaga, by the way," which raises some questions for MK13.
Yeah.
We're talking about Feratoring. Is Reiko gonna be riding on Onaga's back?
Yes.
Onwards, noble steed. No more Kirkin.
I'm still hoping that in MK13 they reintroduce Goro, but he's the actual like real life model size.
Tiny Goro.
Yeah.
Kentaro is still huge. We just now have Tiny Goro.
Yeah. They do the festival special. It works better.
Yeah, Tiny Toy Goro throws big Kentaro.
Yeah, it works better if because they have more arms.
Yeah.
What the fuck does Lou do with Moloch?
That's a good question. I have to assume that Lou is mostly just gonna go, whatever, I'm gonna leave the Netherrealm demons in the Netherrealm.
Well, I'm talking about the menial jobs.
Oh. Well, Moloch. Yeah, you'd have a hard time putting Drahman anywhere other than a sewage plant, considering the guy smells like shit anyways. Moloch. I feel like Moloch also belongs in the zoo with Kentaro. Kentaro's intelligent, too. Like, Moloch at least is stupid as hell, so it's like, okay, well, him being in the zoo, I'm not sure Moloch can even speak, so really it doesn't make a difference. But Kentaro can absolutely speak and is intelligent. He's just a rare variety of Shokan that develops tiger fur.
I also like to imagine.
Oh man, come to think of it, they never acknowledged Shiva in MK1 story mode, but she's probably now just straight up the queen of the Shokan, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Well, Goro's dad probably isn't dead in Lou's timeline.
But you know, like, I'm imagining that like this is Lou's MK13 ending, that or whatever, that they show him they show him putting all of the evil characters in their place like this, and then it's a montage of all of these characters doing all of these things in a like comic book style. And there's also mocap, just not getting paid.
Yeah. Lou decides to condemn one person who didn't even do anything bad. I feel like it would have to be Shujinko. Shujinko's one of the characters who just eats shit constantly.
Yeah.
Also, I threw Shujinko back in Order Realm Prison. To be honest, I'm not even sure why I did that one.
To be honest, I just thought it would be funny.
Yes, I gave Shujinko the wrong fate on purpose as a joke.
But then, like, Shujinko's in prison. Lou is floating next to his cell window, just yelling insults at him. He does this for hours.
You'll never be the hero of Mortal Kombat.
Why is Liu Kang being such an asshole god so funny?
Well, it was like Raiden was the fuck up god, so I guess Liu I think at least part of why it's so funny is just because Liu gave Reptile and Baraka and Melina full redemptions, and he tried with Shao Kahn. He really did. But then for Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, Liu, either because there wasn't that much good in them to redeem, or just because Liu was still butthurt about the Deadly Alliance, Liu specifically made sure to give them terrible shit lives. Oh man, that's great. Oh man, come to think of it, Liu pretty well did away with the Elder Gods as well. He's the only one. No. Shinnok's not an Elder God anymore, so Shinnok is probably just a regular dude down into the Netherrealm.
Well, didn't he say that there's new Elder Gods? That he's stepped down?
That's a good question. Is Fujin still Raiden's brother?
No. He's Liu's brother now.
How would it even work for half the Elder Gods? Because Kronika was their mom.
They brought it out of Liu taking a bath, like Kishinto.
Also, is it not kind of astounding they never introduced any Elder Gods besides Raiden, Fujin, and Shinnok?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who the new Elder Gods might be. It's all of the missing classic characters, so it's Kano, Sonya, Jax.
No,
who's the fourth one?
The losers that were so bad they didn't even get in. Lewis made Jarek a god, Kai a god.
Taven,
there you go. Taven was already pretty close. Mocap.
I want to see the universe where Mocap got the whatchamacallit. I'm forgetting the name. The time thing.
The Titans. I mean, every character. Because Havoc wasn't there for Mortal Kombat 11, and yet nonetheless he wound up as a Titan.
Yeah.
So it's got to be everyone.
Like
how the fuck? Yeah, that raises the further question: how's it even fucking lead to the series of events where these characters even get to there at the Hourglass with Kronika?
Good question.
What series of events leads to? Well, okay. What series of events leads to Melina, who is dead at the time of Mortal Kombat 11, being there?
It's not that Melina. It's not classic timeline Melina. It's an alternate timeline Melina, where she's not dead.
Probably yes.
But what am I saying? It's not even classic timeline, was she technically classic timeline Melina still?
I didn't play Aftermath, and she wasn't in Aftermath, right?
No, I'm asking if the MK or MK9 to 11 continuity, if that was technically still a classic timeline, we just rewound.
The MK11 continuity is still from 9.
Yes, but I'm asking if that was supposed to be the same timeline as the original trilogy.
Excellent question.
Because if so, it raises the question of who the fuck is Kenshi, but... You know...
Oh, and Kenshi's there in MK9 on the DLC roster, but he doesn't show up in the story. But nonetheless, in Mortal Kombat 10, everybody just knows Kenshi, and they're like, hey, yeah, that's Kenshi.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like MK9 had a character that wasn't in the original trilogy. That everyone's just like, yeah, that's the guy.
Quan Chi's hanging out in MK9, and everybody's just kind of like, oh yeah, Quan Chi's here now.
Oh yeah, him.
Which MK9 also makes some changes, like, hey, Cyrax and Sector were at the original MK tournament, and they were human then.
I mean, those sorts of small things I can be fine with, but Quan Chi, then again, Quan Chi is also established to have existed before the first MK tournament because of Mythology Sub-Zero, I think. So
yeah, he was always relevant for Beyond.
Yeah, so he fits in. It's fine.
Whereas Serena apparently tapped out all the way from Mythology Sub-Zero to either Deadly Alliance or Armageddon, depending on whether or not you're counting the Game Boy version of Deadly Alliance.
Yeah.
And now everyone is keenly aware of Serena and MK1.
Ah, my controller disconnected.
Oh, I smell something weird cooking downstairs.
I don't know what I was gonna add, so I won't. Oh fuck! Going back to the earlier topic, imagine a Mugen centered around stand switching characters.
Oh yeah. And just for extra shits, you add in Shang Tsung and SF5 Seth.
Sure.
And Mokujin.
And Shinnok.
Oh god, Soul Calibur. Because Soul Calibur, every Soul Calibur game has a different Mokujin.
Yeah, I mean, even Tekken, you have to add Mokujin, Tetsujin, and the gold one.
Yeah. But like Soul Cal, Edge Master, Edge Master, Okadan, Charade. Who was the imitation character in Soul Cal 4?
I don't know.
It wasn't the final boss, was it? No, he had his whole weird playstyle based around using both blades.
Yeah. And then in 5 you had Killick.
Yeah. So, in Soul Cal 5 you had 2, because Edgemaster came back.
Yeah.
Then Soul Cal 6 didn't have one, did it?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't remember Soul Cal 4 having an imitation character. Soul Cal 4, I remember Soul Cal 4 had then those 3 weird anime girls they added from that artist dude.
Weren't they the shopkeepers from 3?
No, that was 3. Soul Cal 3 had the shopkeepers from 3.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, it's hidden. Yeah, as unlockable characters. Them alongside a few oddball characters from the past Soul Cal stories like Huang and Arthur, as well as the dudes from Tales of Souls. Soul Cal 4, yeah, had, for the weird bonus characters, it had, of course, the 3 Star Wars characters, plus the three anime chicks who they tried to insert into the story but then forgot about afterwards. Like, one of them was a golem made after Astragoth, who was sent to try and track down and kill Astragoth by the same Greek cult that made Astragoth. Oh, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And Soul Cal 5, like, Soul Cal 3 and 4 had such weird stuff going on with the bonus characters. Hell, even Soul Cal 2 was weird going on with the bonus characters. Because you had right there on the roster, Lizard Man, Assassin, and Barbarian, who were all explicitly just, well, Lizard Man from the past Soul Cals. Assassin was... I forget who Assassin was. It might have been like Huang or somebody.
Wasn't
and then
Assassin
Barbarian was explicitly Rock. No, Raphael debuted in Soul Calibur.
Not Raphael. The other one, not Robespierre. He had a name like that. He was like a clown.
The comedian dude was introduced in Soul Cal 5 and didn't return for any others.
I know that this guy was in one of the earlier games as well, because he was DLC for 5 or 6.
Soul Cal 5 only had one DLC character, and it was the comedian dude.
Oh.
And Soul Cal 5 only had one secret bonus character, and that was Devil Jin.
No, the Devil Jin wasn't the secret bonus character. Devil Jin was something that you could make Devil Jin if you bought the DLC for him. But...
well, the moveset was in the game to make him no matter what. If you want the visuals to make Devil Jin, that was a different question. But all the bonus characters in Soul Cal 3 used the custom character movesets. They were just the canon users of those movesets.
Yeah.
Arthur was the canon user of the custom character Katana moveset, and Huang was the canon user of the Falchion moveset, yada yada. I feel like Soul Calibur is a funny series. I'd like for them to just come out with remasters of Soul Edge, Soul Calibur 1, Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 3, and call it a day. Don't even go for Soul Calibur. Well, no, include Soul Calibur 4 because it is part of the history, even though it is stinky.
I mean,
that's one series that, to me, ended with 3.
Yeah, here's the thing though, like they can definitely include the first 2. They can include a version of 2. Probably want the one without link. They can include 3. Or they would have to license out Star Wars again.
Yeah, that's definitely part of the issue. We figured out one day why Soul Calibur 3 is a problem.
I don't know, because Soul Calibur 3 didn't have any like platform exclusive or whatever guest characters, because they didn't have guest characters at all.
Oh, there was something though that I remember why it was a problem. Because otherwise Soul Cal 3 is, a serious question of like, how come that one hasn't been ported yet?